play the Gold Coast next week. So you pencil them in for 4 points, if not pen them in for 4 points next week. And Podsiadly will have a shot at goal to try and get rid of some of his yips. Yeah, for Port Adelaide, 15th on the ladder. Again, they're caught in that twilight zone between wanting early draft picks but not deliberately tanking. And you've got to commend them for that.
Well, Podsiadly needs to kick a goal for the forwards because Taylor's kicked 2 this quarter and Lonergan 1 for the defenders. So it's about time a forward kicked a goal for Geelong.
Took 2 behinds this afternoon and again doesn't strike it well.
You did say at the outset, Spud, at the start of the game in the pre-game, that it's a defender's day. They're even getting the job done at the other end of the ground. So the conditions are certainly fined up in this last quarter. There's probably a bit of rain on the way again, but we should get to the final siren without any more rain.
More to Pearce. Aaron Young. And Enright got there with a fist.
I'd like to see one more shower just for Liam Pickering's sake. Just a little one.
Very nice of you, Danny.
Thank you.
I'm already wet. I don't think you can get wetter.
Just 9 home and away games left after today. And the Cats will get their 8th win of the season. They will have an 8-5 record. A lot of people writing them off. But they're still well and truly in this season as Hawkins takes the mark. They might not win the flag, but you wouldn't want to play them round 1 of the finals.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, and Enright was the extra man there. He's going to have the shot here. But that's the thing. If they've, it'd be a nightmare, say, for someone like Hawthorn that finished, say, 5th. And if Geelong happened to be as low as 8th, it'd be a nightmare first round of the finals.
Hawkins from 50. He tried to keep it low and be clever.
Yeah, and I think if Geelong, well, I believe they'll play in the finals. I think they'll give themselves a realistic chance. I know they want to finish in the top 4, but you've got to win 3 finals to win the flag. And when you see guys like Corey Enright, his game today again, 20 on disposals, 6 inside 50s, and 5 of those have hit the target and 4 rebounds.
Motlop dragged down by Young. Brilliant tackle, Smets. Guthrie found his way clear, kicked a full forward. That's a nice grab running back with the flight to O'Shea.
Well, the issue is they're going to be dangerous. A very experienced finals team, one of the great teams of all time, obviously. And I think one of the frustrations from the coaching staff of Geelong is that they don't play 100% of the game time because they only need to do it. They only do it when they need to do it. Maybe they get to finals and it's going to switch on again.
Yeah, the nostrils will start to flare, no doubt. Spring in the air.
Duncan tried to squeeze that inside 50. Alapate Carlisle. Logan caught high again, but he'll enjoy that.
I think Matty Palms will take a little bit out of this game as well. A lot of their leadership group isn't playing today. There's been a number of players that have really stood up under heat, but it's just the class factor by foot in the end has been the difference.
Well, they've got arguably their grand final next week, Port Adelaide. They've got the showdown.
Another turnover.
So that's the biggest game they've got for the rest of the year next week, Port Adelaide, because they won't make the finals this year. They will have a 4-win, 9-loss record after this.
Well, it's twofold the turnovers all day. They're getting heavily scored against from turnovers, but they're inside 50, so they're kicking, and they've got major kicking issues.
It's a confidence booster as well, Steve Johnson, and that won't help.
That won't help the confidence.
Just scraped in for a behind.
Now, if you're looking to put this one behind him, just get off the ground in one piece and set himself for next week's game.
There's been a lot of people in the last couple of weeks come up with numbers to suggest that the Cats aren't what they were last year. But last year at this time of the year, they were 13 wins, no losses. So it's a pretty hard act to follow up with the next year.
You must get to a stage where psychologically all you're doing is waiting to qualify finals. So you're treading water for a big chunk of the season.
Well, given that you played in 3 premierships, Alistair, and the 4th one was against Port Adelaide, in fact, but that season you could argue that you guys were doing the same, is to get there and have another crack at your 4th, and that's what the Cats are doing. Some of the players aiming for a 4th.
And the expectations are so high on this group. We expect them to be up there. At the start of the season, we just penciled them in for a top 2 or 3 spot.
Yeah. Guthrie caught. Selwood flicks it on. Bartel. Duncan heads wide to Smeds, one of the players who hasn't played in a flag yet, who will want to get a piece of the action, the premiership action. Likewise Murdoch, He's been good the first gamer. Pace doesn't win it for him here. And dragged down with a good tackle. Alan Christensen will get a ball up with 33 seconds left.
It was interesting, his speed there, Jordan Murdoch. If he had have accelerated straight away, he would have broken the tackle, but he just hesitated for half a second. I think that'll come with experience. Obviously playing his first game today. He's had the 16 disposals, so it's been a great debut.
And he stands under this, almost marks it on cue. Hall and Smith. Selwood, top of the square. Hawkins to put an exclamation mark on it on the siren.
Now the game's over, but he probably needs this one. Get a bit of confidence. This one we all expect him to kick from 20 metres out, pretty much dead in front. These are the ones that times he does have a little bit of an issue with.
For his second of the afternoon, for a 38-point win. Kicks the goal, the fans are happy, the Caps win yet again at home, and yet again the fans get their money's worth at Simmons Stadium. They're under pressure for a while, but they dominated late. 14-15, 99. Port Adelaide 8-13, 61.